So this video will be slightly unedited, if not unedited completely, because I really want to talk about Cold War Zombies after I've played it, and what I think about it, because I'm not gonna lie, I think this is actually one of the best Zombies experiences we've ever had. I was so worried that it was going to be similar to Black Ops 4 in some ways, and in some ways, I'll be honest, it is a little similar, but it took all the good things from Black Ops 4, took all the things from Black Ops 3 that were good, took all the things from Black Ops 2, 1, and World at War that were good, and created what I think is probably the perfect storm of the Zombies experience. Some would say that the Easter egg was too easy. I agree, it was a little too easy. It was way easy to get through and it was solved in literally a day. And honestly, that doesn't bother me at all, because I've realized with Cold War that this is a new entry to the Black Ops series. The Aether story has ended. A lot of people became aware of Zombies as it was ending because it had a massive surge of popularity for the ending and then suddenly died down. People who weren't aware of it before were suddenly made aware. And the reason I think Treyarch capitalized on that is because they can get a bunch of new players. I have a friend who doesn't or didn't like Zombies previously, but he played Cold War Zombies and he loves it. And it's so strange to me. And it's simply because they made it a little more introductory friendly. The earlier rounds are a lot easier now. The future rounds get a lot harder, I want to say. If you don't have a ray gun, for example, or at least a legendary shotgun or the new Die Shockwave Wonder Weapon, you're pretty screwed. But by the way, I've been playing for 3 days. I have not had the ray gun or the Die Shockwave yet. And yes, I know there's a way to get the Die Shockwave for free. I do kind of want to do that in the next time I play with my friend who didn't like it before, just to show him how to do it, just to make him laugh. I don't know, it would be funny. But either way, I love this, and the fact that they took so many things from Warzone, which I think was a genius move to introduce new players into it and be more comfortable, was one of the best things. And it makes sense as to why they do this. Warzone is insanely popular. It introduced millions of people to Call of Duty that had either not played for a while or had never played at all. It really did bring back Call of Duty to grace. And to put stuff like that in Call of Duty's Black Ops Cold War Zombies, like stuff from Warzone, like weapon pickups and all that kind of stuff, it feels very Warzone and very Battle Royale-y in a way, if that's the word, in a way, because the weapons have rarities now. If you pick up a green version of a shotgun from the mystery box very early in the game, it's not going to do as much damage as a golden rarity shotgun a lot later in the game. At round 25, the golden rarity shotgun, I believe it's called the Spaz 12, I can't remember its actual name in the game, they changed it for some reason even though it is the Spaz 12 in Black Ops 1. The golden rarity one-shot zombies at over round 20 unpack-a-punched. Unpack-a-punched. It's insane. Whilst the green one would about 3-shot those zombies to 4 shots. But the thing is, you can upgrade the weapons as you go. It is called, Treyarch said, all weapons have a path to become an uber weapon, which is very true, except for SMGs and ARs and LMGs and pistols and everything else, because shotguns and the ray gun are the meta. The shotguns almost seem a little too overpowered, but I don't want them to to nerf the shotguns. I just want them to make everything else way more powerful and way more viable. In Zombies mainly, because the weapons, put simply, aren't very usable other than the shotguns and the ray gun and the Die Shockwave. But other than that, it's just an insane experience. I don't even know where I'm going with this video or what I want to talk about, because there's so many genius things they did. They introduced a lot of stuff from multiplayer, which a lot of the people who are from Warzone are probably a lot more familiar with compared to zombie stuff. They got their little taste of zombies with the infected kind of game mode that they had for Halloween in Verdansk, event. They had such a massive Halloween thing with zombies and all that kind of stuff. But they put stuff like the minimap into Zombies. They put weapon rarity into Zombies, which is more like a Battle Royale thing, but not even a Warzone thing. Well, yeah, it is a Warzone thing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. Okay, weapon rarities are a thing in Warzone as well. I always forget that for some reason. So yeah, that is a Warzone feature too. And now that you can even drop weapons out of the mystery box, you can even melee it and give weapons away, which is a lot more introductory friendly, and overall just a really good feature that should have been in the game since, I want to say, Black Ops 1. They should have thought about that. They should have gone, maybe we should let people give away the weapons in the box, because there's been so many situations where I've gone to the mystery box playing with someone, hit the box, I've had a ray gun and let's say something else, but I get something that is good, but the weapons I have are better. I've always wanted to be able to just say, oh hey dude, Bam, here you go, that's yours, take it. Which is a cool idea, but it wasn't ever executed in the game, and until now, it just hasn't existed. And it's been executed perfectly in Cold War. I hope this stays as a feature in Zombies forever, indefinitely. It is awesome. Keep it. And the fact that they went to Nacht und Toten as well, to give us a rebirth of the zombie storyline as well, is very cool to me, because it's kind of symbolic in a way. Well, I just don't even think it's in a way, I just think it is symbolic of a rebirth, starting from essentially a reboot, starting from the beginning and going from there, but with a different story and different characters. And some people kind of don't want or are holding off on playing Zombies because the original cast of crew, the cast of 4 isn't there anymore. You don't have people like Nikolai, Dempsey, Takia, Richtofen, or Rossmann, Stuhlinger, Misty, Rossmann. You don't have them. Or Martin, I said Rossmann twice, I'm pretty sure. But you don't have those characters anymore. You have operators, which do have their own quotes, but they don't interact with each other in unique ways, which, through playing the game, you don't really notice it. Because in Cold War, it feels like they really put gameplay first and story last, which to me is really important. I'm a storyline guy as well. Don't get that twisted. I really like the storyline of Zombies and where it went. But the storyline is kind of pushed to the back. This Easter egg doesn't even have an ending cutscene. Keep that in mind. It's not even that important to the story. Literally, you're closing a rift. That's spoilers, by the way. That's all you're doing. You're closing a rift to the Dark Ether, and that's it. Next map. Let's go. Come on, 2 months from now, I'll see you then. But a lot of people said the Easter egg's too easy, which it is, but it doesn't impact. If you don't have to do the Easter egg, so you can ignore that. Overall, the map flows incredibly. This is top 10 maps easily, I think, anyway. A lot of things, personally, I would change, not in the map, but overall in the gameplay, which, other than this one thing goes perfectly, it's so smooth. I would personally change just one thing, and that's the point system. I really don't like the point system and the way they've gone with it. Previously, every bit of damage you did to a zombie would count towards 10 points. Now, you only get the points after you've killed the zombie. So, say you're at the end of a round, you're 20 points away from opening a door. And I just yawned, by the way. But say you're 20 points away from opening a door. Previously, you could just pull out your starting pistol and, bam bam, twice in the leg to the zombie, you can get away quite easily and open the door. Now you have to kill the zombie and end the round, which isn't fun, but I guess early rounds it doesn't matter because the zombies are weak anyway, they're not really going to do much, which is another gameplay change, and is the fact that zombies hit harder over time. As far as I can tell, it never gets to the point where they can 1-hit you or even 2-hit you with Juggernog. They can 3-hit you still, but at the earlier rounds they hit a lot weaker. They do like 20 damage, and then later on they start doing 50, and then you've got the armor, and they take the armor down really fast, and then they start hitting you for 50s, which, the zombies hit quite fast in this game, I'll be real. But then again, the gameplay feels so fast, so much better than Black Ops 4's, that it's like all these issues kind of become non-issues because you don't focus on them anymore. This is a complete change to Zombies. Black Ops 4 was the game that I personally think dared to be different, but failed. Cold War is a game that dared to be different, but really pushed it and really made it something worth it and really made it fun. They dared to take away the starting pistol and said, hey, here's your creator class, go wild, and it works. It just works, and it works thematically too, because you're not just some ragtag group of randoms who don't know what they're doing, don't have the weapons, don't have the equipment. You're not some scientist, some Japanese soldier, some Russian soldier, and an American soldier. You're a full strike team. You're a squad. You've got the gear. You fly into the map on a chopper already, ready to take out the undead. It works. It works thematically. It just, I don't know. There's a lot I love about this mode, and very little things I hate. And I think it's probably the best zombies that we've had in a very long time. I'm in love with the zombies, to be honest. We've got Black Ops 3, which was amazing in my opinion, probably the peak of zombies. This is on par in terms of like how I feel after playing it. Shadows of Evil, when I played it the first time, hit different. It hit a very nice spot for me. Die Machine hits different spots, but in the same way. It's not as aesthetically pleasing to look at as Shadows of Evil, for example, but then again, the gameplay I think flows much better than Shadows of Evil, and it's much easier to pick up for people who are new to zombies, unlike Shadows of Evil, which was, in all honesty, kind of tedious for newcomers. It is such a great experience, and if you haven't played zombies yet and you're seeing this video, I recommend picking up Cold War Zombies, because I don't think this formula is going to change for a while if they see new players going into it. And it's a formula that I very much enjoy, and the fact that you can now upgrade as well. Say you've got specialist abilities, kind of specialist abilities that you can upgrade, like the Ether Shroud, which transports you to the Dark Ether, or Dark Aether for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever. Once you upgrade that to the max, it then pushes you forward so there's no zombies around you, and then you can go revive your teammates, do all this, do all that, and then you phase back in. It's like Zombies Blood, and it's like Now You See Me from Black Ops 3, the Gobble Gun. Which, by the way, there's no trace of microtransactions for zombies yet. I'm sure there probably will be come December, because that's when they always do it. But hey, as of now, there's nothing to speak of. I think that's really cool. And there's just so much to do, as well as that, upgrading perks. Juggernog is now a lot stronger than it used to be. Speed Cola has a lot of use. Deadshot Daiquiri is useful now. There's a new perk called Elemental Pop, which makes your unpack-a-punched weapons and wonder weapons have an elemental effect on them, which is awesome and extraordinarily overpowered, but it works because the zombies' health increase over time now is so much more, seemingly anyway. Either that or the weapons are weaker, which I don't mind, because they all get stronger as you upgrade them, through Salvage, which is a new system, which I think is really cool. Explosives now actually feel powerful, they feel useful. You throw a frag grenade at like a decent round, around 25, it does damage. It's awesome. The Monkey Bomb as well, you unlock it later to be able to be built, works the exact same, and is insanely powerful even at the very late rounds. Like, we're talking around 50, 60, 70. It's really insane. And a lot of people would say, oh, well, doesn't that make the game too easy? It doesn't. It really doesn't. When you play the game and get into the later rounds, it's just... I don't know, the perfect way I described it is this game is the most balanced and most well thought out zombies experience of all time. That's it. That's it. Well thought out is what Cold War Zombies is. It is insanely fun, insanely easy to pick up, insanely well thought out, easy to play. Even people who have never played a game of zombies before will pick this up because it gives you guides in a way. They're not so much guides like in, well, I guess they are like in World War II, but it doesn't like guide you. It doesn't hold your hand through the stuff like the Easter eggs like it did on World War II. This game really focuses on gameplay and then leaves the rest to, like, if you want to do that, you can do it, go for it. But it's so refreshing in a way, and for the first few weeks of Black Ops 4, I did feel the same way. I felt, oh, this is refreshing, this is different, but I didn't feel to this extent. I didn't feel it like, I thought the game was insane. I thought the game was refreshing, but I didn't think much of it was good. I think Cold War is refreshing, well thought out, very original in terms of its approach to zombies, insanely fun, easy to pick up, and just, go ham at it. I think it's amazing. I've been babbling on in this video. By the way, this video, the gameplay in the background was primarily tested to, mess with my FPS. You're probably noticing it's so bad. I'm trying to fix it. My PC has just not had a good time recently. It's kind of... the parts that I've got for it aren't very compatible, to say the least. I'm using a motherboard from the Dark Ages. I'm using not even 2000 megahertz RAM, but I've got an i7 6700 with an RTX 2080 with a RAM that isn't even good enough, really. So it's kind of killing the game as I'm playing. I have done direct comparisons of better components that have shown that the game should be running around 120 FPS, if not more, at the settings I'm running, but no, it's running at 30. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Either way, that's stuff about my PC. I'll talk about that in a different video. Anyway, I've been Jake Plays. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. Stay inside, stay safe, wear your masks. Bye bye.